Good evening.
Good evening.
Call the Liberty County Board of Commissioners meeting, first Tuesday meeting to order. Mr. Mosley has the meeting been properly advertised?
Yes, sir.
According to Georgia law. Thank you, sir. See evidence thereof. I don't see Bishop Page today. He and I did not communicate. Would you do the, I don't stand for our invocation, please, and our pledge?
Let us pray. Gracious again, Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for the sunshine, and Lord knows we thank you for the rain. We pray that you would be with this august body as to deliberate business of this community. Give them the wisdom and insight they need, Father God. And we'll be so careful to give you all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory. This we thank you for in Christ's name. And everybody said, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Commissioner Gill, been in contact with Commissioner Walden this week?
Yeah, I talked with him yesterday. He said he was coming today, but I didn't talk with him today, but he said he would be here, so I don't know. He didn't dial in or nothing, did he?
He may be on his way.
Maybe. Okay.
All right. Approval of the meetings for the month of June. Commissioners, they were-
Yes, sir, I make a motion to approve the minutes from our June meeting as presented.
is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Motion second. Just make sure Monica's got it. You good, Ms. Monica? Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All right. The meetings for the month of June are accepted as presented. Proclamation recognizing Haley
Can we enunciate that for us, please?
Rao. Am I anywhere near close? Where or owl? Something like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wettenauer?
Where's your owl? Okay.
Okay, Wettenauer, okay.
Hi. Just say your name for the matter of record, please.
Hello, my name is Haley Wetterauer. I've been in Scout since kindergarten. It first started
Hold on,
as a
Haley.
girl.
So you're the honoree? You're the honoree. Let's change places then. You bring her up. You brag about it, then Haley, you come and take it
Hi,
home.
my name is Rachel Archer, and I'm the Scout Master for Girls Troop in Hinesville, 500G. So we're here today to recognize Miss Haley for accomplishing the highest rank in Eagle Scouts. She is our second female in Liberty County to ever earn this award.
wow.
Now, Miss Haley, you like to make have to have the right introduction, Haley.
I have been in Scouts since kindergarten. It first started as Girl Scouts and then Boy Scouts when I was in 8th grade. I'm now going into my senior year, and I have worked really hard this year to complete my Eagle Scout project. I did little free libraries for the Fort Stewart community to improve access to literacy, for youth in my community.
How many did you do? How many libraries did you do? How many?
I did 3 libraries, and then I did 1 book cart for Army One Hospital.
All right. Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Good job. Great accomplishment, Mr. Mosley.
Mr. Chair, I believe, is your father here? Mr. Chair, would it be fitting for him to come up and join his daughter?
He doesn't mind. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Good to have the proud father. Yes, sir. All right.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, proclamation recognizes Ms. Haley Wetterauer for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. Whereas, can I say Ms. Haley, a member of Troop 500G in Hinesville, Georgia, has achieved distinguished rank of Eagle Scout and will become the troop's 2nd Eagle Scout. And whereas Haley's accomplishments represent a historic milestone as she becomes only the 2nd female Eagle Scout in the history of Liberty County, reflecting both the continued evolution of scouting and the remarkable achievements of young leaders within our community. And whereas Haley has dedicated the past 10 years to scouting, including 6 years in Girl Scouts and 4 years in Scouting America, consistently demonstrating leadership, service, and a steadfast commitment to strengthen the communities of Hinesville, Fort Stewart, and Liberty County. Whereas Haley devoted 122 hours to planning, designing, coordinating volunteers, and constructing her project, leading the creation and installation of a mobile library at Wynn Army Community Hospital to provide patients and their families with access to books and reading materials during their visits. And whereas Haley's accomplishments reflect not only her own dedication and perseverance, but also the support and encouragement of her family, fellow scouts, volunteer leaders, and community members who contributed to the success of her project and who helped shape her journey. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Liberty County Board of Commissioners does hereby recognize and congratulate Haley upon achieving the rank of Eagle Scout as one of a relatively small number of young women nationwide to earn the Eagle Scouts rank since it became available to female scouts in 2021. Commends her for her outstanding leadership, service, and commitment to her community, and celebrates her historic accomplishments as only the second female Eagle Scout in Liberty County history.
Haley, you will learn this audience. We call this a what? Liberty County Proud. Kind of proud. Come on up. We'll take a photo out. Dad, thank you for your service too. How long have you been at your Stewart? Or your Hunter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long you been here?
2 years.
2 years? Okay. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see you got an MP on your shoulder. Now, is this your supporting cast? They can certainly come and stand in the background.
Let's go, Scouts.
They're part of your, yeah. Let me sign it for you. Congratulations. Hey, Art.
Yeah, see, I made it there. I think I made it green.
Oh, is that Haley right there? And where's your, call the advisor, where's she?
Too wide.
Good. You good, Haley?
All right, thank you.
Congratulations, so proud of you. What grade are you?
I'm going into my senior year.
Where at school?
TC, we're moving.
Oh, really? Oh, you're moving. He said 2 years. He hadn't been here long enough to move.
Oh, yeah, it's about the time. Congratulations.
You moving over the summer? Moving over the summer?
Yeah,
Oh.
on the 22nd.
You had to get this project in before you moved. I understand. Wish you guys well. Wish you guys well.
Wow, 2 years.
I used to work with Scouts. Eagle Scout, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I think we all wear Troop
Yeah,
581.
man.
Yeah.
To get that's a lot of work.
Mr. Chairman, what's the name? Haley?
Haley?
Haley, I want to test my scouting. I was in the Boy Scouts long time ago. I see the young man in the blue. Now that's Cub Scouts.
Right.
But if my memory, and it's not really that good, but when I was in the Scouts, it was tenderfoot, second class, first class, life, and then Eagle. But I don't know if that's still the rank.
So you forgot one, there's Star and
Star.
there's Scout. So it
Star.
starts Scout, Tenderfoot, second class, first class, Star, Life, Eagle.
I made it up to life. I couldn't get the Eagle. The reason I didn't get the Eagle because I don't know how to swim. You have to swim to get that. But I've never been in water over my head either. So.
Mark Mosley,
Marcus,
Yeah.
I think Henry Junior to your cousin's Eagle Scout.
Eagle too?
Uh-huh.
And what happened to me?
You working on it.
We said it's never too late.
Presentation of Scouting America Project at Yeoman's Pond. Who's that? This is Scouting Day in Liberty County. Yeah. Come on.
Today, we're going to do a presentation for Humans Bird Sanctuary. So for those of you that don't know, with Boy Scouts, we are scout-led. So I worked with my whole troop, but these two are my senior scouts. So they're going to represent the troop and do a little presentation for you guys to show you the benefits and what we would like to do. So I have Haley and Olivia.
Oh, that's fancy, okay.
I heard you say that's fancy.
We are here today representing Humans Pond. It's a local birding hotspot on Colonel's Island. There are over 170 bird species, and it's a highly popular destination for bird watching. Recently, there's been a lot of overgrown plants on walking trails and bridges. We're just trying to make the area more accessible for bird watching and just a safer environment for all to enjoy.
The reason that we believe action is needed now is because Humans Pond is home to a lot of boardwalks, trail edges, and nearby vegetation. And all of those require maintenance and routine upkeep, which no one is doing at the moment. Current conditions limit visibility, access, wayfinding, and visitor confidence. Preventative maintenance today can reduce larger repair costs down the line.
You're good. Oh, is this the new one? We are trying to make this a safer environment as well as a more accessible environment, especially for wheelchair users, handicapped. We want to make it a more educational spot for a lot of people, providing more accessibility on plants and animals and just wildlife in the area to help people learn more about the environment and stay safe, you know, what plants to avoid and which ones to look out for, you know. We want to create an ongoing stewardship model with annual follow-ups to ensure that it remains safe.
Our three-phase plan is, the first phase would be safety and access improvements. Phase 2 would be education and visibility enhancements, which is just some of the things she was talking about regarding the plants and how to educate people on what's safe and what's not. And then phase 3 would be community stewardship and annual reporting.
Okay. We are going to inspect and prioritize walkway repair, edging, and surface hazards. Especially during winter, we don't want anything to freeze over and create more hazards. We want to add directional and emergency access signage at key entry points in case of evacuation, evaluate and limit limited habit-sensitive lighting only where appropriate for safety as well.
Phase 2, to elaborate on that, would be to install durable interpretive signs on local birds, wetland habitat, and conservation practices. We also want to add QR codes that link visitors to digital maps and more content regarding the area. And we also want to improve the online discoverability through map updates and official site information. Because I don't know about you guys, but this is not a very known part of town. I didn't even know that this was a area that we had and we could expand on.
Phase 3, we want to use a visitor logbook or digital check-in to document use and community interest, just to make sure it's, you know, widely used. We want to track troop service hours, maintenance visits, and completed improvements. This is a big one. I don't know how much you remember about the rank requirements, but there's a lot of different boxes you have to check regarding service hours. I think there's like a 10-hour one, and then for a bunch of merit badges, you also have to spend a certain amount of hours helping specifically your community, and this will be a big, big opportunity to help our younger scouts be able to, you know, outreach in that way. And then we also want to provide an annual progress update for county staff and the Board of Commissioners.
The way that this would benefit the county is that it would protect and improve the asset through regular stewardship and visible maintenance. It would also expand conservation, education, and public awareness of the designated sanctuary. And it also creates structured youth service and positive community recognition.
Okay. The next couple photos are the next couple slides are pictures of current site conditions. As you can see, there's a lot of overgrown area that needs to be mowed. Just some key maintenance things that we know we could help with. Here you can see a bridge that's overgrown, posing hazards, especially if they're like poison ivy. And then, you know, just some more vegetation management you can see. Do this one.
This is one of the viewing areas. You can see that the wood isn't really set up like well. It's not really well maintained, and it just, you can see the potential that the area has.
We want to request $1,500 annually through the County Parks Department or other appropriate county agencies. We want to support walkway repairs, educational signage, QR markers, habitat-friendly trimming, and limited site amenities. Low-cost preventative stewardship model rather than a large one-time capital request. So this is something we're going to do annually, probably honestly monthly. We are going to make sure that this area is well maintained and is widely known to a lot more people in our community, so it gets better use.
What we are doing is requesting that you guys would approve Troop 500G as the ongoing stewardship partner for Humans Pond Sanctuary, and that you guys would authorize coordination through the county's park staff on scope, safety review, and project scheduling. We also hope that you consider annual funding support with yearly status reporting to you guys. And that's all we have for you.
So you guys are gonna adopt the bird pond, okay. And you're right, I'm not sure, need to feel a little bit here now. That pond's been there quite a while. Look, I can't recall who used to maintain it, who tried to,
Was it?
but it did fall off the radar, you're right.
Someone back
You
there.
got one that's good.
How you doing, Chairman?
Exactly.
The pond is actually, the area is maintained, it's supposed to be by county parks.
Would you step up to the mic?
Ed, would you identify yourself for the record?
The pond is normally maintained by the county. However, they go out there periodically, and when I mean periodically, not so often. I think last year, between August and this year, they've been out there twice. Hence the reason, and I did talk with, I don't remember who I actually talked to, but last year, around December timeframe, I asked them about repairs because it was some rotted out boards. And I think they got the repairs done around February, March timeframe, but it did take them some time. And more or less what the troop is trying to do is, this will be an ongoing thing, whether it be going out there monthly, monitoring things like that. If we need repairs, we will do repairs. And it also helps scouts with various merit badges and different things like that, because we're teaching them how to use certain types of tools, how to do certain types of repairs. We're teaching them about nature, bird watching, so on and so forth.
Okay. I just remember that back when Mr., what was his name?
Otis Ameson?
Yes, yeah. there
Oh,
were some
man,
people
Otis
back in the day
Ameson.
Passionate about that place.
Yeah.
Place, yeah. But thank you for adopting it. And I'm not sure it's even listed as a park site for the county. I don't recall. But we have to fix that. We have to fix that. So we'll meet you, you know, where you guys are. Commissioner Frazier serves on the Recreation Board. He take this back to the Recreation Board, and so they can be aware of what you're doing. And please do come back annually, or whatever your reporting cycle is, let us know how it's doing. In this day and age, outdooring is huge. And so having an amenity, we call it like a bird pond, people can go bird watching and communicate with nature is right in time with what's going on in today's society. So thank you for doing that for us. But Commissioner Frazier will connect you with the Liberty County Board of Recreation, Mr. Raymond Gross is not here today. And so you can take your proposal over to them, okay? We'll be the liaison, all right? Who should be, who, are you the?
I'll
Okay,
be the point of
okay,
contact
all right,
and
okay.
I'll work with them
Okay,
through the
okay.
troop. I'm actually a member of the troop.
Okay.
So, I'll make sure that we have that communication.
All right, thank you. Let's give young people a hand for.
Mr. Chair, in consultation with the county attorney, we would need to do an MOU if y'all want to proceed forward.
Yes, I'd recommend if you're gonna authorize the expenditure of funds, that you just have a small memorandum of understanding with the scout troop, just setting forth their responsibilities in exchange for the funding.
I remember that being discussed, but I guess it never came forward. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I thought we were gonna, Commissioner Frazier was gonna go to the board, and, I mean, does the board know that this is part of our, inventory?
I don't think, most of them, I don't think they would know that.
That's what I think,
Yeah,
that would be a
yeah,
start,
yeah,
because,
yeah.
you know, and I know we know this too, that, I mean, it's great that they're gonna adopt that and, you know, and help maintain it. But, there would be some liability if someone went out there tomorrow, and start hammering nails.
I think that's what our
Because
county
if
attorney would
it's-
say,
if
we
it's
need
open,
something, we need
yeah.
something to,
I mean, it's gonna be open to the
Yeah,
public,
yeah.
it has to be,
And do an assessment.
like, protect them too.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Right. All right, sir. Commissioners, we need to amend our agendas to include executive session for legal matters. Can the chair have a motion to do that, please? Make that the last item before we adjourn.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Second, we amend our agenda for legal purposes
Where are we doing it?
At the end.
after the administrative report.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor, show your hand, please. All right, the agenda is so amended. All right, well, okay, public hearing on conditional use. 2026-23 LC's got my name by it, but it's not me.
Good evening, Commissioners.
Yeah, sure.
I am here to present the conditional use 2026-23 LC.
Do you need a public hearing for this?
The public hearing comes after my
Okay,
presentation.
all right.
Before you take comments.
Thank you,
or
ma'am.
Take a vote.
Thank
Yep.
you, ma'am.
So this is a conditional use request submitted by Christian Evans and Lindsay Goff for an outdoor event space. The property is at 956 Friedman Grove Road in Fleming, and it is in District 4. Public notification is the copy of the ad that was in the paper and the sign that was posted on the property. So Friedman Grove is here. The property is what's outlined in blue. This is Coastal Highway, that intersection with the Dollar General and the flashing light and Limerick Road. This property is about 1.25 miles up from that intersection. A close-up view of the property. It's kind of got an odd shape, but it's got a lot of frontage here. You'll see that there is an open field here, and there's some nice mature trees in this area, and the other sections here are fairly heavily wooded. The property is zoned AR1 and A1, as you can see. And the future land use plan does designate this property as residential low density, as is the rest of the surrounding yellow area. Back behind here is designated as future land use of agricultural forestry. So the narrative that came along with this application, this request, is the property is intended to be used as a small-scale outdoor event venue primarily for weddings, private gatherings, and special events. Most events will be intimate gatherings with the maximum capacity of up to 150 guests for larger occasions. All events will take place outdoors, utilizing the property's natural landscape. Parking for events will be provided in an existing open field on the property that I pointed out, and they would like to keep the parking unpaved. Multiple existing driveways provide safe entry and exit points allowing for smooth traffic flow without impacting public roads or neighboring properties. The proposed use is expected to generate only moderate event-based noise typical of private outdoor gatherings and weddings. Events will be limited to designated hours with amplified music ending at a reasonable evening cutoff in compliance with the local ordinances. Intent is to provide a well-managed environment and minimize disruption to the neighboring properties. The venue will not sell or serve alcohol. However, clients may bring their own alcohol for private events. When alcohol is present, clients will be required to use licensed and insured bartenders and obtain event liability insurance. The use is designed to be a low-density, low-impact operation. The proposed use is designed to remain consistent with the rural and agricultural character of the surrounding area while allowing productive use of the property. So in their concept plan, this is the Freeman Grove Road. The parking will be in this open area here, and the event space will be in an area with a lot of the trees. It's quite lovely. You'll see it on the next slide. There is an existing house on the property as well. So this is one picture of that grove of trees that allows for people to use this area quite nicely. And then we have another view of that open area with the large mature trees there. This is one shot of the field. This is probably the closest house to this venue, the proposed venue here. And then here is another picture of that parking area. There are 4 accesses to this property existing. This is just one of them that shows this is a culvert here. They're not improved, and 3 of the 4 that I'll point out, I believe are probably just wide enough for one-way traffic, not for 2. The driveway that does go to the house is wide enough for 2-way traffic. And then here's another access that shows one of the access to the property as well, looking down the street, and a picture of the house. So there are 6 conditional use criteria to evaluate this request. The first is the use shall not adversely affect the economic values or physical appearance of the neighborhood or areas surrounding the site or lot in question. Yes, this will have an adverse effect. It will have, as 40 to 50 paved parking spaces would be required, along with requisite stormwater retention and lighting. And there are single-family dwellings in close proximity to the parking and gathering area. The use shall be consistent with the comprehensive plan and the purpose and intent of the land use district. No, it is not consistent with the comp plan, as it designates this future land use as residential low density, in which an event space is not a recommended use. Number 3, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the use shall not be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, and welfare. No, it would not be detrimental to these factors. Number 4, the use will not create an undue burden on transportation, schools, utilities, or the provisions of public safety. No, it would not. Number 5, the design shall minimize adverse physical and environmental effects on adjacent properties, including adverse visual impacts. Buffer zones, where necessary to shield adverse factors, shall be considered. The noise, lighting, congestion, and visual impacts generated by event center and the required parking would be disruptive to the established rural residential character of the area. And lastly, additional space for parking, landscaping, and adequate measures for ingress and egress shall be considered if necessary to protect adjacent structures or lots from any adverse impact. None would be necessary. This was before the Planning Commission last month, and they did recommend disapproval.
Commissioner Blunt.
I got a couple of questions because I got a phone call yesterday, and I talked to Ms. Goff. There you go. Did you decide to keep moving forward with this, or did you decide you wanted to go back into the drawing board and try something again?
Yeah, our discussion last night, and throughout this whole process.
Come up to the mic, come to the mic.
Yeah, Yeah, so throughout this whole process, we've been very open to any conditions that would allow us to move forward with this. We're not asking for rezoning. We're not trying to do anything on a commercial level. We're simply asking to, I mean, if we can bring the occupancy down to 20 people. I've had a lot of photographers reach out. They're interested in doing photo shoots. We've had our own family photo shoots there. Smaller, the biggest thing I see happening is like a smaller elopement style wedding. And it would maybe be once or twice a month in peak spring and fall season. A deal breaker for us is the parking too. We love the property. I go there every day for lunch. I have my chickens there. We're not trying to turn it into anything commercial. It's primarily, our personal space. So we're just hoping to find a way that we can keep it what it is, and also allow other people to enjoy it as well.
So basically, with everything that's been presented here from 150 people, you want to go smaller now?
Yeah, we're definitely open to conditions that would allow us to do something along these lines.
Really, instead of getting a hard no from us because it's already got disapproval, sounds like you might want to go back to the drawing board and get with LCPC. And if that's the case, I make a motion.
Yeah, per our conversation last night,
I make a motion, we just postpone this to a
postpone it.
later date, let you go back to the drawing board.
Somebody second the gentleman's motion?
I'll second it.
Motion and second that we, I say postpone, whatever the word is.
Mr. Chair, you need to open a public hearing.
I didn't know public hearing, even though we're gonna pull it.
I may, sir. Yes, so this was advertised for a public hearing for the commission, so you need to open the public hearing.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then you can take action to postpone.
Opening and close and then.
All right. Did someone sign up, sir?
Ms. Goff, she was the
Ms.
only.
Goff, okay. Hey, Ms. Goff.
I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. But yeah, we're very open to limiting the scale of this. We had friends over for 4th of July. We just want to be able to do a little bit more of that with the public. Like I said, I think the big one's the photography shoots. We're not trying to do anything crazy. We're trying, we're good neighbors. So very open to conditions just to figure out a way to move forward with it.
Was there any opposition at your LCPC meeting?
Yes. There was.
It was.
There was some opposition. I was at the LCPC meeting, there was some opposition.
There was concerns, there was a neighbor behind that had concerns about drainage, I believe. And, but I don't recall, they had questions, definitely had questions that were more of a negative nature, but I don't recall anybody outright saying they didn't want this in the neighborhood.
I got several phone calls, talked to some people in the parking lot. I recognize one in here right now that's opposed to it.
Okay.
If he ain't perfectly opposed, he's got some serious questions about what could happen. I'll word it like that. So we need to go, motion to postpone it?
Mr. Chairman, I have one question. Ms. Goff,
Yes.
there would be no land disturbance. You kind of wanted to leave it.
That's what we're trying to get, yeah.
Leave it
That's
kind
a
of
deal
like.
breaker for us. Like, we want to leave the land as it is.
Right.
So, if there's not a way to move forward without having to create a paved parking area, that's a deal breaker for us.
Because one of these slides says something about a retention pond. What's happening with the water now? You said y'all was out there for the
we've been there
fall.
for a year. It's not, there's no flood zone or anything there. There's no wetlands there. I think there was somebody who spoke up at the last meeting. I guess their property has issues with water.
But not from anything that y'all did that.
Oh, we haven't done anything.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if there's an issue with water, it ain't from nothing that you did.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
Let me help you. During the LCPC, though, the ordinances that's in place, if this is allowed, they got to create X number of parking spaces, and that's gonna create the water problem with the runoff.
That's where the retention pond come in at.
They gotta have retention ponds.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is gonna be pulled and resubmitted in whatever form, then And let's just wait until that time comes to see what that presentation is, and we'll move from there. Rather than, no need to discuss all this now if she's gonna rescind her request.
Well, I mean, the reason I was discussing, because I'd like to have an answer to some of the stuff, Mr. Chairman. I was just saying, if she's not gonna disturb the land and kind of leave it natural, and she did mention like a small wedding, and, you know, you got to go and put in paid parking. I've been to a wedding over the weekend. It was 30 minutes and everybody was gone.
Marty,
30 minutes, 15 cars, and I do to kiss the bride, and
Marty, Mr. Chairman,
and it was over.
Mr. Chairman, Marty, was this a unanimous vote in the LCPC? Or was this the staff recommendation, or was this the commissioner's recommendation?
Both. It was both. The staff recommendation was disapproval, and LCPC agreed with staff. So, and if I may, so Commissioner Blunt was correct. The UDO does require, if you have a commercial use of your property, you have to provide
Changes things, yeah.
paved parking for the customers to park. Now, she could request at that point, if, when she's going through the site plan review process, she could request a variance from that requirement.
Yeah.
So, but with the paved parking comes the drainage and detention that you have to factor in from all that impervious surface. So if their venue is gonna be not 150 max, if she's wants to reduce that number, obviously the required number of parking spaces and thus the size of the parking area would be reduced as well. So, and that would require less drainage and less impacts in that respect.
Ms. Goff, do you have what you need from their staff and from our staff? Okay, all right.
Mr. Chair, just.
And from your commissioner?
Right. Just another question. So, excuse me, I know I lost my voice. FIFA, World Cup, yelling at the TV. But she was saying, what, people coming out and just taking pictures? You need a business license for that?
I don't think so.
From
She's
my
already taken the pictures.
understanding, if you're going to advertise or if you're going to get money for something, you do. So that's what I'm trying to do things the right way and get the conditional use
You
for.
definitely are trying to do things the right way, because I'm, business license, somebody come to my house to take pictures?
Had I known I was gonna be
commend
all
you.
this trouble, I might have not done it the right way.
I commend you for doing it the right way, because, I mean, you know, Freeman Grove just want somebody to come take pictures.
How far is this from the church, St. James?
I think we've got a church on either side, about 2 houses away from either side. There's one that also has a grass parking lot, and then there's another smaller one. I don't know.
They
I
both
don't know if
got
they actually use it.
One's
But
within a quarter mile, one might be a little more.
They both got,
So even with that being said, I guess, I don't know, the stipulations with being able to consume alcohol with that.
what's that?
Well, in the initial presentation, you were talking about that, I guess, what, they could come out and have alcohol?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would
Bring their own.
That would be like if somebody was interested in like a wedding reception. But that, I mean, we're not, I don't want to get into that. I just want to rent the venue, the
pretty
space.
spot,
I'm not getting into like hosting,
I
putting
got you.
things together. Yeah.
all right. My attorney's gone. So, she was the one to sign up for the public hearing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, sir.
All right, that's be like Mayor Rouse. Now we'll call the public hearing to a close. And then, did you have a motion and a second earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, sir. Any other discussion? All right, Ms. Goff, I need to make sure that you feel that you're being advised sufficiently by the SCPC staff as well as by.
I mean, yes and no. The ordinance that I asked regarding the parking, I've not gotten a straight answer on. The ordinance that was given to me when I asked about the parking requirements didn't say anything about a number, and I think that's where I'm struggling with the number to request occupancy so that we can kind of, all agree. The ordinance that was given to me just said a hard all-weather surface. So I think I would like a little clarification on that.
They'll work with you for that, yeah.
Asphalt, concrete, permeable pavers.
Just so you know, Ms. Goff, how is the comprehensive plan 2 years old now?
And and that,
There was a comp plan done where we went all over the county asking people in neighborhoods, what do you want your neighborhood to be? So the folk on that road said we want it to be, what's that word?
low-density
Yeah,
residential.
yeah. That's kind of what the neighbor, people, that's what they chose. So that's why that stipulation comes in there. So when you opt to do something that's different, that's commercial, especially with a bigger number, then that changes things. So that's what you ran into, my dear.
I understand. I'm fully aware.
All right, all in favor of
Delayed.
postponing this? All right. Any nays? Thank you. Ms. Goff, good working with you. Look forward to your venue. Beautiful location, beautiful location.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, and this may be a little different, not apples to apples, but I've been to the church down there, and I don't know what the zoning is, but it was a big crowd. They
Grandfather.
parked on the side of the road and walked a half a mile to the church.
Yeah, grandfather.
Well, it's grandfathered, but I mean, no hard surface. There's dirt and grass. Parked on the side of the road. I had 2 tires on the edge of the pavement, and the other 2 tires in the motor car on the slope.
Grandfather.
And I walked out from here to City Hall, and praise the Lord.
We'll point out, though, the UDO doesn't require 100% paved parking for churches. They're allowed to have up to 40% not paved.
Well, my church right across the street, direction, First Calvary, we put some parking up next to the building, and it's paved, and then it's impervious surface, maybe this wide out to the curb, and we got a big parking lot in the back with drainage and everything. And every Sunday when I go there, I park on side of the road.
I park in the back behind the church. Yeah.
Right by the
Grandfather's
court, every Sunday.
All right, item C, final plat, acceptance, Alder Grove.
Oh my God, busy in District 4.
You hear what he say? Your district is busy.
District 1.
This one, that one's married.
Oh, that's his?
This one is married. That's just
District
this
1.
one.
Okay.
Here's
Yet,
one.
remember the chairman, you had your time.
Yes, please.
This is, I'm here to present the final plat and acceptance of dedications for Alder Grove Phase 2A. The developer is Dryden Enterprises and Walterville Properties LLC, designed by EMISAC Engineering. This phase is 51 lots for single-family dwellings on approximately 12 acres, and it is zoned PUD. It's located on Alder Pass off of Isle of Wight Road in District 1. Here we have Oglethorpe and then Isle of Wight. It's not off Alder Grove Phase 1 is this area here. If you kind of go around the corner is where Alder Grove Phase 2 will connect. Currently, Phase 2A is in this part of Phase 2 right here as an extension from Phase 1. There are 4 different lot types in this PUD. They, single-family home lot types, they range from 4,500 square feet, minimum lot size to 8,000 square feet, and there are some of each of these lots in this Phase 2A. All the setbacks and lot depth requirements are the same regardless of the lot type. This was Alder Grove, the preliminary plat for Alder Grove Phase 2. This is around the bend, so north is up here and south is down here. Oglethorpe is way down here, and this is Isle of Wight here. So we're looking at this area right here, basically an extension up to here, this extension past here, and then this new cut-through road right here. This is sheet 1 of the final plat. I have 20 patio lots, 19 of the small single-family lots, 10 of the large single-family lots, and then 2 of the executive lots, which have that 8,000 square foot minimum lot size. Here's the extension of Alder Pass and the extension of Eleanor Drive here, and then this new road, Ringo Way, between the two. Ending the pond here and a new pond here, and then there's also a small detention area here as well. In the future, eventually, when 2B comes along, there's a private drainage easement back here, and I just point that out because that is one of the dedications to the HOA, is this private drainage easement. And what that does is that collects the water from the back of the lots and then sends it to the streets on either side. And the county does not have to maintain those. It is maintained by the HOA. And sheet 2 of the final plat has the signatures and all the parcel information.
Can't read that.
Of the dedications to the county are 0.42 miles of new streets. There's the extension of Alder Pass, Ringo Drive, which is that longer one that cuts between Alder Pass and Eleanor Drive, and then the short little section of Wellow Court. The stormwater improvements and their associated easements are also being dedicated to the county, as well as drainage easements for the functional maintenance of the ponds. Dedication to the city of Midway. This is supplied by public water and sewer from the city, and so all those improvements are being dedicated to the city of Midway, and there is one small area that has a sewer easement that goes with that sewer system. And then dedications to the HOA include 3 detention areas, approximately 2.6 acres total, and then that private drainage easement that I pointed out for the functional maintenance of that swale along the back of the lots. All the utilities, the stormwater, the water, curb and gutter are all installed, and we have the installation of the remaining improvements are guaranteed by letters of credit in the following amounts. We have for the primary improvements, which includes paving, striping, signage, and fencing, $70,448. Secondary improvements, letter of credit in the amount of $216,708. We also have 2 letters of credit for guaranteeing the maintenance of the improvements for 2 years. City improvements, the City of Midway improvements would be for their water and sewer system, $56,654.55, and then the county has a letter of credit for their maintenance, guaranteeing their maintenance for $85,144.80. So the recommendation is for Alder Grove Phase 2A, approval of the final plat and acceptance of dedications noted on the plat.
So this be the final build up for that area, or does he have more?
Phase, I'd have to go back to the preliminary plat. This is just part of Phase 2.
Okay.
I think Phase 2 is all they have at this point, but the engineer is here and he could probably answer that better than I can.
I was kind of trying to keep track of how many units are.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm Chris Harold with MESAC Engineering, here to answer any questions. You mentioned the total number of lots, is
Yes,
that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
So we're doing the first 51 of this phase. There are only 66 remaining, and this won't be one of those ever continuing ones. They have a limited number of lots they can put on here based on the capacity of that lift station that we have for Phase 1.
From her map, could I see the future expansion area? Can you point it out to me?
All right, yeah.
You need to point anything out.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so currently, like she said, we're doing this area here, a
Okay.
couple of lots right here on this road.
Okay.
They're gonna continue the rest of this, and then they have everything, and eventually we're gonna connect Isle of Wight on this end, but we've not developed any of this yet.
Okay, okay.
And that road right there, where's that road? Is that Isle of Wight? or-
That is Isle of Wight, once you get
Isle of
around the
Wight.
bend, going out towards Isle of Wight, yes,
So
sir.
we can see,
And this one is that's Isle of Wight.
Yep.
Okay, so this one is in the curve on Isle of Wight?
No, sir, that is Alder Pass, that is inside the subdivision.
So we got one entry,
it'll be two.
Currently, there will be 2
There
once
will be
everything is
2.
completed, yes.
which in the second one is right on the curve.
Yeah, the second one's gonna be right there on Isle of Wight, so that bend is kind of out here in this area.
Okay.
Okay. So we are currently developing this, and then we will eventually be able to connect right here. So you will have one entryway right here, one entry up here.
Okay.
And when you're done, a total of how many lots?
And this phase is 117. I want to say it's around 255 total for the subdivision.
Monty, remind me, about the requirement for public space. Does this meet the criteria to require that or no?
No, this PUD was approved before the UDO had all those public space
Oh.
common area requirements, yes.
So that none in the,
We do have a little bit of common area. It's not quite as much as the new PUD requires, but we do have a few common areas. You know, obviously, we've got some large ponds around that, on the side here, but we've also got that road that bends kind of around the properties on that end where the wetlands are. There's going to be a little bit of common area as well. Like I said, it's not quite as much as the new UDO requires, but it's there.
so I'll let you come in. So the ponds will be maintenance is a requirement of the county or the HOA?
So the HOA will own them and be
Okay.
responsible for the general maintenance,
Okay.
which, you know, keeping the trash out, mowing and all that kind of stuff. The county would be responsible for ensuring that the structures and all those components of the pond are function as, to convey the stormwater as it's intended.
So when you say given over to the county, how much more responsibility will the county accept for this subdivision?
It's accepting what it usually does for other subdivisions, which is, you have just the general maintenance, the functional maintenance of the ponds. There's another one here, and the pipes that go to and from the ponds to ensure that they are functioning and, you know, if they need repair, replacement, whatever, then the county would have to go in and do that. But as far as what we call daily maintenance, which actually doesn't happen on a daily basis, but, you know, mowing and keeping the junk and debris and litter or whatever might blow in there or flow in there, that's.
But you're saying, I'm not trying to pick it, but you're saying that the repairs later will be the responsibility of the county.
Yeah.
If they are needed to maintain
Must be
the
accepted.
intended function of those ponds as a stormwater facility.
How many years will there be between the construction and for the county would actually take it over for repair, if anything goes wrong?
So the developer is responsible for the first 2 years. And that basically, what that's intended to cover really is if something wasn't quite constructed properly or there is something that goes wrong, that usually those repairs are due to construction issues, not maintenance issues, but they would be required to make any adjustments and any fixes that are needed at the end of by the end of those 2 years. Answer your question?
It answers my question, but I don't like the answer.
He's bringing light to the fact that when these come along, you know, more responsibilities for county and our public works director is out there, so
Yep.
he's kind of indicating that as the growth comes, you know, so there's more responsibility. You want to talk, Mr. Wells?
All the land, the property is in the county. The city of Midway is only supplying the water.
Water and sewer? Okay. Yeah.
That would be potholes and everything,
Yes, sir.
signs,
Whole 9 years?
after that 2-year period.
After that 2-year period.
All right, Commissioner Stevens?
Well, we'll go ahead and accept the recommendation from LCPC.
There's,
Is that a motion? Second.
second, motion second. Some discussion? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got a question, and with all these build-outs that going on, and we're looking at sewer issues, infrastructure and stuff, and all, and rumor has it that, I didn't say facts. Mr. Stevens might know with me, the wastewater, land application system of Midway, how close is it to capacity and everything? You know, I mean, ain't it, didn't I hear that it's close to about 89, 90% capacity right now? And we're adding more homes there. At some point, the city of Midway or something's gonna have to look at how they're gonna handle their sewage. And when we having talks about stuff that's going on the east end of the county already, my opinion, we as commissioners need to be doing a better job looking at all this build-out that we're doing if we ain't got the infrastructure to handle it.
Because pretty soon that's gonna stop all of the road, that end of the county right there.
If I may chime in, being that this was a PUD and planned years ago, I do believe that they've included all of this capacity into those calculations. Again, this won't be an expanding subdivision. They've had a set number of lots since 2019. They can't go beyond that based on the sewer capacity. So I understand your concern, but for this particular subdivision, it should be included already.
You just waving the red
Great.
flag too.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, but as these things progress and move forward, we're gonna have to think about them.
I'm going to add just one follow-up to that. So as part of the approval process for the plans for this project, the city of Midway had to approve, indicate that they are willing and able to serve them. So that had.
For us
had
to even
get
get to this, right?
Get to this point, yeah, city of Midway had to say, yes, we're good, we got this.
But Marty, I just had one question. So each one of those lots have septic tank? No, they're on,
Public sewer.
public, they got sewer and water?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
okay, I got you. Okay.
All right, we had a motion second. That was discussion, right? Everybody good? All in favor? All right, motion passes.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
The Relay for Life, Liberty County, Dr. Karen Bell.
I have Relay for Life stand up and come, please.
She's bringing the money.
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. If you allow me, I'd like to also say, to recognize my mother is here from Detroit, Yvonne Gibson.
Where's your mom?
Right here, that's
Hey.
my mother.
Hello, Mom.
Detroit.
She's celebrating her 79th birthday here in Liberty County, so we're happy to have her here. So Relay for Life, we ended June 30th, and we're gonna start up with 2027. We already ready, you know. So, but we just wanted to give this time, I had told the chairman we would give you an update on what had happened for 2026. So Relay for Life of Liberty County was 33 out of 1,109 events around the country. So Liberty County came in 33%. Our goal was 100,000. We upped it. Normally we're like way below that. And we said we're going to try it this year. Well, we came above and beyond that. We are $192,266 was raised for cancer research. We had 44 teams that signed up, and we are, out of events, we ranked 122 out of the 1,109.
Good stuff.
Our biggest fundraiser, everybody contribute to Relay for Life. And we have some teams that go way and above. And we have 2 representatives here now from SNF, and they were the top team fundraiser for Relay for Life for 2026. So I think
Congratulations.
we appreciate that. And another accomplishment was the event lead. Artist K. Bell Rockwaller Vending is our community team, and it's all mostly made up of your event leadership, and we came in 3rd. And that's their dedication to put on Relay, to be in charge, plus to raise money for Relay. And sometimes that's not heard in the Relay ring for your leadership. You out there leading, but they're leading by example also.
Third out of how many? Third out of how many? She came in 3rd.
No, we out of the teams, 44.
Okay.
Out of 44 teams for Liberty County, your leadership team was 3rd.
Okay, all right.
Baconton Church was 2nd.
Okay.
We couldn't compete with the church, but we came in 3rd. And usually your event leadership do that. They usually go out, they lead the way for fundraising and to make sure that the event is put on successfully. we have, did you bring your can? So we wanted to let everybody also know that we're going to kick off Relay for Life 2027 for our next season in August the 8th for lip sync. So if anybody want to lip sync, come on out. We're part of the second Saturday that we do down in downtown Hinesville. So we hope you come out and support that. So that's it for Relay for Life.
Give your man.
We want to just mention a upcoming event, if that's okay. So St. Catherine's Beach, so I had to just switch hats there for a second. St. Catherine Beach Sweep is coming up August the 15th. We're always looking for boat captains and volunteers to come up for that. And then we have our pollinator census, that's August the 22nd. That's going to coordinate with our Recycle It Fairs, which is August the 22nd. Your shred truck will be at Walterville City Hall. And down in the Liberty County Community Complex in Midway, you'll be able to participate in some pollinator activities. Our Green Leader program is starting up, and that's for grades 10, 11th, and 12th. And we also give a $500 stipend. May not sound like a lot, but it's $500 that our youth can come out and be environmental stewards. And this year we're trying to do 4 youth to participate in that program.
Super, super. Yeah, you go ahead, you can do that. I want to do something. Bring your mother up to the.
You want to sing?
All of us from Liberty County know how hard Dr. Karen Bell works for this county. She took over a program that was good and made it even better. So to honor your daughter's work, ma'am, come to the microphone. She's taking the picture. Yeah. Give us your name, please.
Yvonne Gibson,
Yvonne Gibson.
retiree from United States Post Office, Detroit, Michigan.
So let's let the record show that we celebrate the 79th birthday of Ms. Yvonne Gibson in honor of the work of her daughter in Liberty County. Thank you, Ms. Gibson. Come again. Team, now listen, I know y'all like to take pictures. Is this one of those times? Yes, sir. Come over here.
Thank you.
Can we recognize?
I have the can.
Man, they
Oh, you taking up money?
they do a lot of.
In fact, they last year I went down and they won some big.
Right.
What?
I got cousins right here. Oh, it makes sense.
So many things y'all could get both.
I know. They Smith didn't give nothing.
You're right. You're right.
Change.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Ms. Gibson.
How are you?
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. Anybody else?
Man, I wish I would've went by the store, I could've got some change.
Yeah, I love this.
What y'all got going on?
I'll go by the store and get some change.
You tipping?
Hey,
Oh,
I got my cane.
I did mine online.
Well, we know that.
Thank you. All right, item.
Love you to life.
All right, man. Enjoy your visit. New business item 8A, amend Liberty County Code of Ordinance, Section 40 to increase towing fees, Mr. Mosley.
Mr. Chair and members of the board, Mr. Mullis and the staff down in building licensing had shared some concerns that they had from some towing entrepreneurs that we were.
You can tell here, Pastor.
So how you pull this off now? We got
I
on
know,
the
that's
same-
about the same time, right?
Oh, we got on the same thing.
It was on sale.
Yeah.
It's 20 years old. Mr. Chair, Mr. Mullins and staff expressed some concerns today. We're receiving from some of our towing entrepreneurs in the county that our fees were a whole lot less than the city as well as the state. And so that concern was expressed to you guys. And so what you have before you here is an amendment to the ordinance. And what it does is bring the fees in line with what the state and the city of Hinesville are currently charging. Under Section A1, remove fees for vehicles with a gross vehicle weight of 10,000 pounds or less, $228 maximum per hour, and $57 every quarter hour thereafter. Number 2, remove fees for vehicles with gross vehicle weight of over 10,000 pounds to 20,000 pounds, $390 maximum dollars per hour, and $97.50 per quarter hour. And then a new Section 3, remove fees for vehicles with a gross weight of over 20,001 pounds or greater, $585 maximum per hour, and $146.25 per quarter hour thereafter. This is in line with the state, and Commissioner Thrift has brought to my attention that we have 3 towing vendors, 3 towing entrepreneurs in the audience. If you have any questions tonight, sir.
I just got a quick question. That number 3?
Yes, sir.
20,000 pounds, what is that equivalent to vehicle size wise?
That would be to like a semi.
I was tracking. I just want to make sure.
Commissioner Thrift, you want to?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I was contacted, as Mr. Mosley previously stated, and they do want to come in line with what they are receiving from the state and the city. So I make a motion that we approve this ordinance increase for these entrepreneurs.
Motion and a second. Now, one of you gentlemen, who wants to represent the group?
The youngest.
I do that because sometimes, we need to be live stream, and some folk need a little more understanding. So if you just explain from y'all's position of why you're making the request.
We're just making the request that way because currently it's $90 per hour. We're having to go all the way to the interstate, and I mean, it's costing us a lot of money, and then you get and then you got all the taxes and everything going up, so we're trying to be able to make a little bit of a living.
And the
all of our
fuel
groceries,
costs.
all our groceries, our food, fuel. We're having to pay our drivers. We still got to let our kids eat and everything too.
That's right, that's right.
Well, it's one thing that you're
Don't.
leaving out.
We're talking about kids?
It's one thing you're leaving out.
They don't care about
Just like
kids.
That high price insurance, I can tell you that. I pay a little over $5,000 a month in insurance.
But also sometimes when you get a call out there, 'cause I've been out there, you get a call out there and you get on the scene, and then the status change and you have to sit, because you're already committed, and you have to sit there sometimes 2 and 3 hours.
That is a
before
fact.
you can-
Yep. Yep, sometimes we do have to sit out there. Me and Kevin's both worked a wreck out there on the interstate. And matter of fact, Mr. Blunt was out there with us. And we had to pull pieces of rebar off of a man. We had to sit out there 5, 6, 8 hours.
Before I was elected.
That was actually your daddy. It was actually your daddy.
Did you get your name for the?
Share too.
But
Did you get his name for the record, Ms. Monica?
it was Tyler Clark.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. We just want to hear from somebody who's in the business. Thank you, sir. All right, any further discussion? If not, Chair, all in favor? All right, motion passes. Thank you, gentlemen, for what you do, supporting Liberty County businesses. Mr. Mosley, you want to keep trucking?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, and members of the commission, you have before you a MOU with Dr. Condrey to do a updated pay and compensation study. Our last one was done in 2022, and one of the things that Mr. Brown left with me is make sure that every 3 to 5 years that we ask the board to look at doing a pay and compensation study. So we are in year number 3. This would be if you look at the proposal, it's a 3-month proposal, and it covers in that latter section, it covers everything they will do. And it is the expectation that this would not, whatever, if y'all approve it, it would not be funded this year. It would be something y'all will look at the budget in next year.
Mr. Chair, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I was just, whenever they come in, I assume, did they come here and actually do the study and look through all of our HR records and salaries?
They do initial one, and then Laura submits a lot of data. They come and share with department heads in terms of
Thank you, gentlemen.
documents that they want, and they go over all that kind of stuff. And then after that, it's pretty much, Laura's kind of the conduit by which everything is sent up to Dr. Condrey.
And did you say it takes them about 3 months?
Yes, ma'am,
to complete?
that's what they're proposing in the study.
Okay, and then it will be up to the commissioners to adopt it once it
ma'am.
comes back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
you go ahead first, Mr. Chair.
Remind me, this just for people under your umbrella, or is this?
This is countywide.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. It includes constitutional officers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
So, Mr. I just had one question, because it's, they come in and do study, and then we give, increases annually. We give like a 3% cost of living? Or is it basically on that position? What they're starting?
Yes, ma'am. And what they would do is they would do a compounding in terms of, for all the positions, they say it costs to bring the study up, to bring the pay plan up for everybody. They would give us, it's gonna cost $500,000 to bring everybody up where they need to be market rate.
Okay, the market rate for that position?
Yes, ma'am.
For an HR specialist or whatever?
Yes, ma'am.
Not necessarily what she's making now?
Right.
But what some would, or
Market.
entry level or whatever?
Right.
Okay.
Comparable, right.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, was this the same company that we
Yes, sir.
used? Have we ever put this out to see what other companies, I guess, could recommend us using? Or is this the only company that we use? Because I think, because ACCG, don't they do it too? Somebody?
Not this. There are a ton of companies that do pay and compensation studies in the.
Right,
in
well,
the- in the-
so what I'm saying is, I mean, why are we gonna use the same one?
I thought Condrey was part of the UGA.
Well,
He used to be.
part of the reason is the familiarity with Dr. Condrey, because he was part of the UGA and who had done a lot of studies for a lot of the communities.
I mean, I could, I don't know. It just goes back to, our meeting the other day about the retail. We're paying somebody this money to tell us that we need retail, when we know we need retail. Well, and it goes back to this. I mean, we're about to pay Dr. Condrey, who used to work for UGA. Now he's doing this privately. And we're gonna pay him to tell us that we below the market. Correct?
Well,
Given the whole story.
I think, Commissioner, what you will find is some of the positions will be at market rate.
Yeah.
And some won't. And in those who are at market will not be, there won't be any recommendations for any pay increases.
But, Mr. Chairman, but you said that we would find that out, and Dr. Condrey or whoever's doing that, it ain't like he goes into a lab and mix up something and come up with the answer. That answer is.
It's already here.
It's out there. I mean, I know what gas costs in Savannah. And the reason I know that, because I go to Savannah and I buy gas. And if I want to know what the city manager made in Atlanta, it's public. Or Statesboro, or Brunswick, or Glenville, or whatever. This study is probably going to be based on public information.
It will, and then information that we supply them.
And our information that we supply is
public.
Public information.
That's true.
I mean, it's right there. And I'm not saying that our HR staff could do it, but I am saying that we've done studies. I think you said Mr. Brown tasked you with doing one every 2 or 3 years or 5 years. I think I've been here almost 18 years, and I could say that we probably done 3 or 4 during my time. And if we saw it done, we kind of know what the criteria is, and I think me and Justin could do that before midnight. But it's good to have, maybe it's good to have an outside source do it, but I can tell you, I remember years ago when the city of Hinesville did this stormwater fee. And Billy was the city manager then. I'm quite sure Billy's listening. Hey, Billy. And I told him before the study, and they paid some guy came in and he did a study for about a 3 or 4 month period, 3 months. And I said, you know, Billy, let's just charge everybody $3 more on the water bill. And, you know, we talked about it. And in 3 months, this firm came back and they charged us $3 on the water bill. And I'm not saying, the guy that, the entry-level person at the road department that works for Clinton Wells may be at $12 an hour now. And because of the price of gas and food and everything else, getting your clothes out the cleaners and taking your kids to the dentist, we may say that we need to bring him up to 15. And that's based on what we see every day. Not based on what Dr. Condra say, but I can tell you, he is going to come up with something, and it's going to be probably something that that we could come up with. But if you know, if the outside agency is makes us feel more comfortable, but I'm telling you, we've done it before, and the ones that we've done before, you went from this to that, and then 3 years later, you went from this to that. And there's going to be a pattern somewhere. No one is going to recommend that a guy that's coming in making $12 an hour, that he go to 32. That's not going to be a recommendation.
Right.
But it's going to be somewhere pretty close to a couple of dollars.
And Mr. Chair, another question. I was briefly looking through it, and I think a lot of times, even when I used to work at the paper mill, you know, we look at the front side, the money. We need more money on the front side. But have we ever looked at the benefit packages? Because I know since I've been here, even with our insurance, I know we've been, you know, diligently working on that side. But whenever I first got here, you know, a lot of our employees, first thing they said that they can't even, they could afford insurance for them, but not for, you know, their spouses and everyone else. So what I'm saying is, I don't know, I guess I'm getting a little older. Sometimes it's not about what I'm making up front. Sometimes it's, you know, the benefit packages that we might need to look at as well. And I don't know. I try to look through it briefly, but was that a part of the study, or is just the scale of money?
Salary, and we actually looked at insurance 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, we actually went through and did
Right.
At the health insurance.
Right. I mean, but it's, okay.
Well, with that being said, that's a good point. How about the match for the retirement?
I think y'all go up to what, 3%, 4%?
I would like, can we look at that maybe and just see how long it's been, or we maxed out? What does the policy say on matching their 401? Just, you know, I would like to know. If, I know we always want to try to do what's right, and I think we all do by our employees, because, you know, we went through these studies trying to retain employees. And by letting an outside source do it, I know it costs money, but it takes our hands off of it.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
It takes us away out, you know, we're out of
Objective.
it.
I should be objective.
Well, two things I'd like to say on that, Commissioner Thrift. One is, you're right, because when you start working with this, you'd be surprised how people start looking at you and have expectations. And the second part of that is, whatever he produce, if it go to become a lawsuit, he has to defend it in law.
Yeah.
In
and
court.
That makes sense. That's why they want us to do it every 3 to 5 years. I want to stay on task.
And I remember one of the years when we did it, there had been a lapse. We hadn't done it in several years, and we had to play catch-up.
That costs.
And that's what we were saying, every, 3 or whatever years, let's keep doing it so we don't get.
Sure, that's the same thing I was saying about our youth department. We need to increase that. We haven't increased that budget line item in years either. Yeah, but we could look at everything else and increase that. But when it comes down to the kids, we just don't never. Listen, matter of fact, can we get a study on that? We get quiet. There we go. Maybe if we get a third party to come and say that we need more youth
Do you need a motion to approve?
initiatives.
We do.
Hey, listen.
I make a motion that we approve the study on our pay scale with was it Condrey and Associates.
Is there a second to the motion?
For how much?
34,500, and this is not the first time that we've had this study done.
This is the first time we had the study done?
This is not.
How much did he charge us 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
32.
Oh, so he went up. He went up, right? Okay. Hopefully y'all picking up what I'm
And I
putting
think
down.
we'll save in the long run by not having to increase it if we wait 8 years. And then we see that we're way below the threshold. Or we see our employees we're not able to retain them.
I believe it's Chairman said earlier, I think in 2018, when y'all did the study, and it came in, it was 2019, and that's where
We
Mr. Brown
had to
shared
take
with
a
me,
big
it was
step.
it was a large, because y'all hadn't done it in a while.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I understand that having a outside source do that, and I think it is good that we do revisit it every 3 years. But it's just my thought that this is something that, based on history and the things that we see and that we're faced with every day, that this is something that we can do. Now, the liability, you said that he could defend something in court, and I guess that would be like if someone was gonna sue the county that they're not making what they should. Well, where would the defense come from? I mean, you apply for a job in Liberty County.
You accept the job.
You apply for a job in Liberty County, and the job pays this, and then you're gonna go get Mike Hostelo and sue?
Commissioner Gilliard, this is a new generation.
Well, I mean, you can sue for anybody.
You can sue for anything.
But you know, you ain't gonna win that.
Right.
I mean, you ain't gonna win that case. But I mean, I'm for doing the study. I'm not for paying someone to do what we basically already know. That's just my comment.
We have a motion and a second. Further discussion. All in favor of approving the contract as proposed, let me know by show of hands, please. The opposition? All right, so, got to bring it back, sir.
Y'all want me to call Eddie?
No.
Okay.
No.
I bet you don't.
If I'm calling, the vote is over.
Was that your last, Mr. Dodd?
We could do it ourselves.
Huh? We can. We got an HR department.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Today, we present a RFP for a standby logistical contract. Currently, we don't have a contract in place. So we put a RFP out June 1st, the whole month of June. It closed on June 30th, 2026. We had 9 companies bid for it. We did a committee with myself, Tripp, and Ms. Hunter. You can see the score sheets with it. The benefit of having a logistical company standby contract is just faster service delivery, less coordination burden on the county staff, better accountability for resources and cost. And we've never had one here, and I've seen the last couple years the burden that it's putting on the county with some of these disasters that's coming through with it. The latest one is the Brentley County fires. I've seen some of the troubles they was having getting resources into that community. So we did the score sheet, and we had 9 companies apply. And based on our score sheets and everything, we would like to award that RFP, that contract to Safe Industries. It doesn't cost the county anything unless we activate it. Same thing like our debris and our debris monitoring. It doesn't cost us anything unless we activate that contract. And then if we get a declaration, we can look on the back end for the reimbursements on that. You know, if we activated the contract, it could go from 20 generators, 5K, to all the way up to 100K generators. We might need a refrigerator van. We might need a base camp, a turnkey base camp where it's all inclusive. The meals, the laundry, the sleeping areas. You just scale it how it fits Liberty County. Subject to any questions, we would like to recommend Safe for the contract.
Questions for Mr. Dodd?
Sir?
I just said, any questions for Mr. Dodd?
Been no cost, right? Until we activate it. I know, I'm messing with you.
Yes, sir.
There's no cost?
No cost.
Wow. Can y'all do a salary study?
Oh,
All
man.
right, Chair, entertain the motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All right. Okay, Mr. Dodd,
Thank you.
you doing the United Way also?
Yes, sir. So we got Ms. Hendricks here from United Way. If you remember back in June of 2022, we did a contract with a mutual aid, a contract between the county and United Way. Now it's time to renew the contract. The only thing that really changed in the contract where they put in Section 5 was if somebody makes a donation where they had to use a credit card, it's the 3%, and then United Way is going to collect that. That was the only changes. We did send it to Mr. Davis, the county attorney. He made some changes. We got him through that, and made the changes on the document, sent it back to United Way, and they're good with it. So that includes the 4 counties with it. It's Effingham, Liberty, Bryan, and Chatham County, and they solicit, not solicit, but they collect money, and then if a disaster does happen, then when we activate that MOA, they're going to collect the money and then distribute it to the people that need it in a disaster. And the EMA directors are like they have meetings quarterly, and then we're talking, and, hey, I needed this in Liberty County, or I need this in Chatham County, and Dennis and them.
Ms. Hendricks? Hello?
Evening, Chairman
Hello.
Lovett and Commissioners. Thank you all so much just for the opportunity to be here. I have served as the Regional Director for almost a year, so I'm super excited to continue serving this county and the partnership that we have with you all.
And Commissioner Blunt seen firsthand the partnership with United Way when we had some of the floods with Tropical Storm Debbie out in his area. And, we coordinate that with United Way. And that's some of the partnerships that we build with that.
You have to be ready to make a motion then.
I make a motion, we accept his recommendation.
Motion second, we accept the contract with MOU with United Way. Thank you for the partnership. Hope we don't have to use it.
Hope we don't.
All in favor, show your hand, please. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Ms. Hendricks. Contract with Atlas, is Trina around the corner?
No, he had to go to McIntosh County.
Okay, he did, okay. Are you presenting on,
Mr. Chair, Mr. Long, when he did it, he found out, he discovered he had a conflict, and he asked me to stand in his stead. Before you is a contract with Atlas. This has to do with the new bypass, Independence Parkway, and the intersection of 84. When they were originally designing it, they asked GDOT to possibly look at putting a traffic light there. And GDOT's, when they did the warrant study, it was 7 cars short. With the development of the proposed subdivision, or not proposed because it's under construction by Mr. Dryden, now that they feel very strongly it will meet the warrants for putting the traffic light there. In order to move GDOT forward, there has to be a study done, and this proposal here is with Atlas to do the warrant study. You notice the second price, but this proposal tonight is only to do the warrant study phase of it, which is the $8,900 something. And if that data goes forward, then if y'all like it, you move forward toward design, and that's the additional funds that you see there.
Those like roughly $1,200 per car. You'll get that tomorrow.
Oh, 7,
Yeah.
7 vehicles, okay.
So are you, we do the study and we're approved for a red light at that intersection.
If it
Do
was-
we still have to pay the additional?
You have to pay for the design part of it then.
We pay for the design, but they'll install it, or
Oh, ma'am.
we gotta pay for it all like we did at Publix?
Yes, ma'am.
Even if we get these 7 cars in?
without your study, you won't get your
We want, you've got to
approval
do
move
the
forward,
study.
yeah.
The study is the foundation to
Oh.
get moving everything.
Study's the foundation to get a red
Yeah.
light. Other than
I'm in
that,
the
you
wrong
don't get
business.
nothing and you just keep going.
You keep
Huh?
going.
Got to do the study.
So-
GDOT likes to look at the numbers.
Right.
So
With the
Can we ask for
build out
another
of
study?
Claude Dryden subdivision.
That's what
We gotta pay for the study.
Increase it drastically.
I mean, we gotta pay for this.
Yes, sir.
So if this one comes up with 7 cars over,
Yes, sir. Then GDOT, and we go through the paperwork, then GDOT says y'all approve, but then you have to design it, and as Chairman stated and Commissioner Thrift mentioned, we'll be just like we are with the Publix light. We'll be responsible for.
All intersections are not the
Paying for it.
same, that we have the special design for,
And we have to,
and like Commissioner Blunt said,
Because of the build out of Claude Dryden subdivision is gonna add to the traffic count right there. You know,
I'm assuming it's only hit the 7 car
it's
threshold.
gonna go over the 7, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. But and you say 84 in Independence.
Yes, sir.
I mean, realistically, how far away are we with that?
with the construction project?
You're saying that's the part by Hometown, right?
No.
Walterville.
Independence Parkway.
Lima County.
Bypass.
That side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Between Parkers and going to Ludwig, right there where they're doing the bypass.
Do bypass.
The Jordan,
Call
Jordan
Independence
got a
Park.
subdivision gonna come right.
Y'all were saying, but I know, but what I'm saying is the ending is gonna be over there, go through Hometown, right?
Right now, it's just coming right past Bacon and Church.
Exactly. So,
Cut down
okay.
a couple of pine trees and merge right in. But that,
And probably whatever that is, we'll have to have a DOT approved,
New light there?
data for how that's gonna, you know.
And the chairman has, in our GDOT meeting back in January, requested the state to look at doing the extra lines, extra lanes to accommodate the traffic, because Trina's mentioned it's almost like a suicide on that road because people going around.
One night too.
Right, so,
I believe it's just a design plan, to warrant forward, not
I
a
mean,
design
I'm-
plan, just to justify the red light.
Yes.
It may take, years.
Yeah, well,
before
it's
it
gonna
can-
take years.
Yeah.
Right. I know that, but,
Got one up there. Public's pretty, they got Publix up pretty quick.
so, okay, let's talk about the funding. Where's this, once we get this approved? And matter of fact, the 34,000, where are we getting that money from?
That was put in the budget.
That's in the budget?
That was in his budget.
Got you. So that just
This
came
is
from
probably
general?
T-Splosh.
Yes, ma'am, this comes from
And this is gonna be T-Splosh? Okay.
About how far from that intersection with Parkers and Walthamville to this Independence? Is it what, half a mile?
About half a mile.
About a half a mile?
At the most.
It beats the distance thing, yeah. It's a
Yeah,
matter
because, I
of
mean, because
whether-
DOT ain't gonna put a light at every.
Right.
No.
I mean, y'all don't have no relationship with GDOT over there?
No
I mean,
one.
what?
Trying to establish that
We
relationship,
do.
sir.
No, what I'm saying is, have y'all asked?
I think there was a request
Yeah,
from
they
initially.
said-
They would-
I mean,
They wouldn't do it.
I mean, since,
Anything anymore, not that much.
I mean, I understand asking then, but did we ask since we found out about the new subdivision? Have y'all went back and?
We had that
and-
conversation with them.
But you gotta have the proof. You know, you can't just say, okay.
I mean, the
now-
proof is the subdivision.
Now we know that, GDOT don't work that way.
They want a study.
GDOT don't work that way.
Man.
GDOT don't work that way.
And Walthamville, has-
What,
In the city of
what do you call that,
Walthamville?
bureaucratic red tape?
is that in the city of Walthamville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they go to the county line.
I mean, have we asked, never mind.
Be a cement plant right there by-
Have we asked City of
We asked
Walkerville
Flemington
to
this.
donate?
But T-Splosh will cover this, the study, and then he's right, and we'll come back for the actual design and oh, y'all picking on Walthamville?
We picking on,
No, I was serious. You have not because you asked not.
They got T-Splosh funds too, so.
Yeah, the Walthamville, Mr. Daugherty tell you, coming in from Ludowici, when you hit Liberty County, you at the Walthamville city
You
limit
are.
sign. It's
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
Yeah, if we need this to move on.
yes,
Commissioners,
sir.
yeah.
I make a motion, we approve.
We should have seconded, we approved the contract with Atlas to do the count that we are highly optimistic we'll meet GDOT's requirements for the traffic system, because we don't want traffic coming out there.
No, I don't.
And,
Save
yeah,
lives.
How long is this gonna take for him to get back? Like a week? It ain't gonna be long. We count 7 more cars.
All in favor, show of hands, please. All right, thank you.
But seriously, what is it? What is the time?
I'm
Did
not
they
sure,
say?
sir. Trent, like I said, Trent, let's see it on the
I tried to
proposal.
look. I didn't.
I'm not seeing it, sir, but I can get that information for you guys.
Work detail agreement between Liberty County and GDC.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Mr. Chairman and members of the commission, this is our annual work detail. We had to hunt this thing down, because we normally get it in May, and I asked Ms. Hunter to reach out to Department of Corrections, and we did, we finally got it. And Clinton works with them, so he can, Clinton, my brain working on me, Commissioner Stevens. So, Clinton works with them, and he can provide you any details.
Yeah, I'm either Trent or Clint. It just-
I do the same, I do the same.
But this is our contract for the 2 inmate detail crews we have, the one I have and one at the rec department. Like I say, Joseph said, Ms. Lemisha and him tried to hunt this thing down, but sometimes, things move slow in government, so we finally got it. And there is an increase. I think we had budgeted $107,700 last year. And this year is $113,924.58 for both details. Basically, we pay the officer, is what we do. We pay it. Been better. We've been getting about 4 to 5 on each crew. During COVID, it was, it was rough, but we've been getting better with the number of inmates.
And it's cost saving to the county to have these inmates do.
Yeah, they pick up a lot of trash. I mean, if we had to pay 4 or 5 people to pick up trash, it would cost us more than that. And Raymond gets a lot of use from out of rec department and stuff.
So just you two departments that use them, Rec and you?
Yes, sir.
They don't use any power to.
They can. They use weed eaters some and chainsaws and stuff. They can, but I found it's just as easy to put them. I think the recreation department's crew does do a lot of.
They
with
do weed
lawnmowers
eating in
and,
my park.
You know, they have lawnmowers. We don't put them on equipment, but
Haven't had any problems?
nothing to amount to anything.
No runoff, nobody run.
Never had no one jump the fence and run, so.
All right,
Motion?
you need a motion.
So moved.
Second, we approve the work detail agreement, staff recommendation. Any further discussion? All in favor, show your hands, please. All right, motion passes. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Dodd, is it gonna rain? I mean, the chairman normally asks about the weather. I guess he knew.
Sometimes I do, though, like rumbling, nothing happens.
Right.
Right on us.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, on yesterday, I attended a meeting of the Water Technical Advisory Committee, and they're in the process now of trying to review some proposals that we received to do a countywide water and sewer plan. The question was asked by several of the members, because this is a countywide, and they're looking for funding to pay for it. We believe that through Mr. Phil Odom, we'll be able to get about $75,000 through a grant he has. And then Georgia EPD has a grant program that we would like to apply for monies, but they were asking me if the Board of Commissioners will be the lead take the lead on this project. And that's the recommendation they plan to submit to the Water Council.
They take the lead.
We would be, for the grant process, we would be the ones that will apply for the grants through the.
Georgia Regional?
Through the agency that Mr. Odom mentioned, as well as EPD, that we would be the ones to take the lead. We could certainly utilize the coastal CRCD for the grant application. Yes, sir.
Water and sewage?
Yes, sir, I believe it's a water and sewer plan. It's a master plan.
How would this, with it being a master plan, how would this tie in with what we're looking at on the east side of 95? How would these?
They're supposed to provide us recommendations on everything, tying everything together, from whatever we want to do from Gum Branch all the way back over to the east end.
So I would assume that's something that the Coastal Regional is capable of doing.
In terms of the grant application, yes, ma'am.
The grants, they've done that before.
I believe so.
They have a grant writer person.
Do they charge us for that? Or
They
just
would pay
because we're
dues or
part of the?
Yeah, I paid, they
Okay.
would
We
pay
have
dues.
membership.
Annual membership?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess, Mr. Chair, I asked this question before, because you're saying that the Water Technical Committee is meeting.
Yes, sir.
Back in the day, I was on the policy side, and I guess we stopped meeting because, and I think the technical side kept meeting. And
No, sir, the technical, from the countywide retreat, the technical started meeting in January to start moving forward. And I think the Water Council actually met back in May. Actual council.
so I guess I'm not on that
Hasn't been too
anymore.
very long. I heard Phil Odom talk about it, yeah.
So
But I guess I'm not on that anymore.
they're trying to get things back moving forward.
I used to, at our last meeting we had, I was the vice chair.
How long was that?
Years.
Well, that's why.
Years.
I think, sir, a lot of it fell off, but now it's being reinvigorated. So I'm not sure who
I was on it in May, when we came back from the retreat. Timmy, wasn't you there? I know Chairman was at that meeting.
Not on the water part.
No, it was.
Me and Marion volunteered when we were at the retreat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess another one bites the dust.
No.
It's fine.
Hey, Right now, it's made up of the count,
It should,
which was the engineers.
that's the technical.
Technical is the engineers, and
Engineer.
they've got,
The engineers and the two managers, the city manager and the county manager.
right.
The policy, it was myself, Mayor Washington.
I'm not on the policy.
We
Well-
had, I think Mr. Odom,
You
he was
sure?
on there.
Nobody came to that
And
meeting.
we, and we,
with me
and we
Mary.
stopped meeting because basically, I think we was meeting every quarter, but we stopped meeting because we really didn't have too much to meet about. Because that's when the city of Riceboro was going after their situation with water with McIntosh. And then Walterville was going after the water in Long County. I know I was there. I'm not that old. My memory's still pretty sharp.
What we need from us, sir, is just consensus that y'all to proceed.
Just kind of consensus, that y'all feel comfortable for the county to take the lead.
Right. I guess I'm still waiting on an answer to my question, though.
I'll
What
find
is
out for you, sir.
what is the policy committee and who's on it?
I don't think the policy committee is
That's
is active.
that's what I'm saying. So, but you were saying that the technical committee,
We have
y'all
to meet-
supposed to come back to the policy committee.
Right, we've been meeting since January.
And they ain't come back to the policy evidently.
But that's the thing I'm saying.
LCPC had all that information.
Yes, ma'am,
Mike-
LCPC is coordinating everything.
Jeff Rickerson had everybody that was on
Because
the
we had a
previous-
representative from Interstate, well, Dia Smith. It was probably like 12 of us. We had somebody from the city, all the municipalities, Walterville, everybody. And we used to meet at the old courthouse, that room, right? Now, matter of fact, Mr. Chair, you one appointed me to the committee. That was one of your committees when you first when you became chair, and I came over here, and you put me on that committee. That's about the only committee I was left on. And y'all taking that from me now?
It's not active.
It's not active. As soon as-
That's the point that I'm saying.
I don't think Marion, I mean, we just attended and it was like, we're not part of the policy. I wasn't part of the policy.
But he's saying the procedure is, the technical, after this, you all supposed to take it back to the policy committee. But
Let me do this. Let me see where the status of the policy committee is.
right. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Know the status.
he has to take it back to
I
the
need to be on
policy
there because
committee.
I need water and sewer in some areas.
But what I'm saying is,
You got,
if
yeah.
if we already have a policy committee,
I think we do. I think from what I'm hearing from you and him, I think we had one. but
basically,
They went into, what's that word?
Abeyance, yes, that's a good term.
yeah.
And the second thing, Mr. Chair, is on the 29th, is that Davenport and Associates would like to meet with the board, and that's they're the people that have been doing the financing for the LCDA in terms of the moving forward with the wastewater treatment plant facility. They'd like to update some numbers and make a presentation to you guys
On the 29th?
by the 29th.
You have a
Work session.
You have a
Work
The
session.
work session.
All right.
And then the last thing that, a document I just gave to you guys was something that, Mr. Gross brought to my attention. He said that they would, the board, talking to the members of the Recreation Board, they would like to do a $10 increase per participant. And, he would have been here tonight, but due some, challenges with his mom, he's not able to be here tonight. So he would like to seek the board's approval to do a $10, increase per participant for their programs. Activity fee.
Mr. Chairman, what do you, $10 per participant? That's, what is it, per participant now?
It was like $20, 25, I think. I think it varies.
Well, and I guess, Ms. Mosley, when you say participant, that, you're talking about the little 10-year-old boy that plays soccer. Would he be considered a participant?
Yes, sir.
And right now, for him to play soccer, he's paying what? and we're gonna add 10 to that?
Yes, sir.
And what do you get for that extra 10? That, I mean, you get a jersey and a coach. What is the $10 for? Or
See second paragraph?
The second paragraph is what I'm reading. Commissioner Gill is talking about the rising cost of equipment, supplies, and other central items.
rising costs of
Man, my phone not even working.
Whenever I can, I got
Commissioner Frazier, that's the rec board?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Which I'm the liaison. I sit in the meetings. I don't have a vote, but from the members on the rec board, that was their recommendation.
Well, you know, I mean, $10 is a nice round figure, but why 10?
I
Why
mean,
not
the,
5?
the,
Why
the
not
cost
15?
of, right, and, we haven't raised the price on people participating with sports in a long time. And we are putting out better quality, uniforms and everything too. So that's where the cost is coming from. And of course, you all know that, you know, we don't make any money off the recreation. So the thing is, like, prime example, you know, whenever you look at the cost of the umpires and everything like that, you know, that's where it's really at. So
Mike can help me. Justin, you might can help me, or Joseph. Do you have a rounded number of how many young people participate in these activities?
oh, our numbers are going north every year.
Just throw something at me. Follow me where I'm going with this for a minute.
I mean, it varies.
Soccer's very
what-
popular.
Right, soccer. I mean, all our sports are
300?
sure.
300?
That sounds
So
good.
you're asking for $10 more.
Right.
You're already paying $10 for the kids to play, right?
Right.
Okay, so we try to keep the costs that help. I get it, things are going up, but I mean, if the number's around 300 for these kids to play, don't we have $3,000 that we could give them to help this out?
Well, I don't know. Y'all voted against me getting more money for the youth department last week. So,
Yeah,
sir,
but
you answer that question
This is
for
a
me.
little bit more
How is that
documented and
different?
structured.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you would have read my proposal, you would have. You didn't read it, did you?
Yo, let's not get.
No, you didn't.
Commissioner Frazier.
The point is, if y'all want to vote yes, you can. If you don't, because it's raining, and I might have left my dog outside, so I don't want Peter to come after me.
As the liaison to rec, are you bringing this forward from the rec board, sir? You support the rec board's request?
I support the rec board's
Then
request.
you want to make a motion?
Sir, I make the motion that we increase our fees $10. And let me say this for the record. We have never, at a recreation department, have ever turned a child away who couldn't. But, yeah.
That's what I was saying. We have scholarships for those. So, okay, right. I'd second your motion. No big deal.
Any further discussion? You good? All right. All in favor, show your hands, please. Opposition? Two? Okay.
Mr. Chairman, and Commissioner Frazier said that we've never, it's been a while since we increased this.
That's what I heard Raymond say.
And, you know, while that's true, or probably true, or may be true, or whatever, I know that we did have a pretty long discussion a few years ago about the rental fees for the facilities. And I guess the same criteria, the cost of everything was the reasoning for that too, wasn't it? I guess electricity or cleaning up, whatever, yeah. But I just know that, you know, times are hard. You know, I can help my daughter put my kids in it, but, you know, some people, that's their only outlet. And, you know, we're gonna, all over this county, you're gonna have organizations that's giving away school supplies, and the lines are gonna be long because people need help. And the lines are long at the recreation department. Now, I don't go there. I go to the basketball gym maybe once, and it's packed. I go down there when my grandson is playing baseball, and every field is packed. And, you know, so people are going, and we don't want to deter that. We talk about the youth, and maybe $10 won't be a deterrent, but it might. That's all I had on that.
Thank you, sir. Chair, entertain a motion to go into executive session for legal purposes.
Sir, before you do that,
okay.
just want to update and just say thank you all the department heads, our administrative staff for having a exceptional youth internship program this year. Thank you all for everything that y'all did. Even the graduation was top notch. So I just want to say thank you for that. Then also on July 18th, we're having and appreciate the county for helping sponsor the first STEM program day camp that we're having here. That's a collaboration between us and the Board of Education and a couple other cities. We put it out for 50 kids, and we sold out in 2 days. So I just want to tell you all thank you, and let's just continue to increase the participation with our youth.
Thank you, sir. You ready to entertain a motion to adjourn and go into executive session?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second. All in favor, show of hands, please. Executive session for legal reasons. I thought Patrick was gone. come out of executive session back in the
So
regular
moved,
session?
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, the motion and a second. All in favor, show of hands, please. We're now back in the regular session.
Evening. The board previously heard the appeal of Ms. Dodie Odell regarding impact fees for 2 mobile homes that she's placed in the Family Mobile Home Park. The board's heard the evidence and deliberated, and now it's ripe for a decision. So if the commissioner would like to make a motion, it would be appropriate now to do so.
Chairman, I make a motion that we grant the appeal.
Is there a second? Motion second to grant the appeal is requested. Any further discussion?
And again, just to clarify, this applies only to the 2 pending appeals for the mobile homes currently under review. Yes, sir.
Right, clear. All in favor, show of hands, please. Opposed? Okay, one opposed.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, folks.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr.
Second.
Chairman. Second.
All in favor?